Her scarf got caught in a conveyor belt where she was working. The powerful motor got a hold of her hair and pulled her head into the mechanism, and there was no switch near the machine for her to stop the conveyor belt herself. Coworkers heard her yell and ran to stop the machine, but there were too many tubs in the way and they couldn't reach her in time. The mechanism was so strong that it cut her throat and she was decapitated.
Oh my gosh, that's gotta be one of the worst ways a human can die. Like it all happened so slowly and in front of a bunch of other people as well. I mean, how is there a worse way to go than that? Now I understand why long hair and clothing are not permitted in places like amusement rides and workplaces. Because all it takes is one silly mistake, and boop, next thing your head is missing. But forget the long hair and scarf. Can someone tell me why the hell there's no emergency stop button? Like the whole thing was a disaster just waiting to happen. Anyways, guys, what did you think about that video? If it gave you a scare, I advise you to click off immediately, as even worse deaths are upcoming. Have you guys ever heard of sword swallowers?
Huh?
If you don't know what that is, it's basically people with the ability to put absurdly long things down their throat. Like some of these performers would shove an entire sword with sharp edges down their throat and pull it out like it was no big deal. I'm not sure about you guys, but you could pay me $1 billion and I would still never do something like that. Those who do these performances are usually experts, but even experts can make mistakes. The first video may have been unexpected, but trust me, there is a 0% chance that you will predict what happens in the next video.
Strangest ways people have died. Brad Byers was an extreme performer. In 2014, he set a world record for swallowing 12 swords, and he even managed to turn them as well. But death came to him with another object which wasn't even sharp. When he decided to shove an umbrella down his throat and he accidentally pressed the button. The umbrella opened in his body, which blocked his windpipe, and died a painful death in front of his audience.
Oh my God, that's gonna be one of the most painful ways to die, bro. Just imagine a freaking umbrella expanding in your belly where all your organs are. Thinking about it makes my stomach ache. It just goes to show that no matter how good you are at something, one silly mistake is all it takes to end your life. I know y'all aren't ever gonna do this, but please don't put things down your throat unless you want to die a slow and miserable death. Okay guys, on to the next. So we've seen a person get decapitated and a person suffocate to death. These incidents were gruesome and disturbing, but this next death is on a completely different level. Trust me guys, there is genuinely no worse way to die than the way this person died in the upcoming video. I won't speak any further. Check it out.
Worst ways people have died. A cleaner was trying to clean the running meat blender. He started walking up the ladder to clean the top part of the meat blender, but his hand slipped and he fell down the running blenders. Sooner, his crewmates found out the meat smelled weird and looked weird, so they suddenly realized and quickly stopped the emergency button, but it was too late.
I have no freaking words. I literally can't think of a worse death than that. Bro got turned into minced meat, and that's what people use to make burgers. Although the incident was very unfortunate, what the hell was the guy thinking? I mean, who the frick cleans a human-sized meat grinder while it's turned on? Not only was this one of the worst ways to die, but it was also one of the dumbest ways to die. I have no idea why, but for some reason I wonder what minced human meat looks like. To be honest, after watching that video, I think I have a fear of eating hot dogs now.
Bruh.
Speaking of fears, this next video will definitely give you a new one. Have you guys ever heard of cave divers? Basically, what these guys do is they go into extremely tight caves and explore them as a form of fun and excitement. Personally, I would never understand people who do this.
Huh?
Like, what if the cave starts flooding or something? you would die for sure. Oh boy, there is just an infinite number of things that could go wrong while cave diving. Here's an example of what could happen.
A man was exploring the Nutty Putty Cave in 2009, and he wanted to go through one of the tightest stretches called the birth canal. As he was going through it, he noticed it was extremely tight, but he had researched this part of the cave, and he knew that if he just kept squeezing in, he would safely make it through. However, he didn't realize that earlier on, he made a wrong turn and was actually in a different, uncharted part of the cave. This stretch was so tight that the man became stuck upside down. They tried to rescue him for 27 hours, but he eventually passed away, and the cave was permanently sealed as his tomb.
Holy smokes, I am never going cave diving ever. Just imagine suffocating to death in a dark canal whilst being squished from all sides. That's gotta be the most depressing and unfortunate ways to die. But now that I think of it, what even insinuated the guy to go down that place? The cave was literally called the birth canal. I mean, that sounds like a place no person should ever enter, bro. If you guys ever think of doing something risky, remember guys, life ain't Minecraft. Once you die, there is no respawn point. All right guys, that sums up some of the most disturbing ways that people have died that I could find on the internet. Watching these videos with you definitely gave me a bunch of brand new fears. But hey, it was pretty interesting, so I'm not going to complain. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and sub, and I'll see you on the next video.